EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Big Easy. And with that "Who Dat" chant bouncing off the walls behind us, we know that we're ready for football at Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here. As it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the New Orleans Saints. Across from him, Saints head coach Kellen Moore. His guys, on the other hand, came out on top in their opener, so they'll try to make it to 2-0 to start the new year. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And everyone on their assignment defensively there as he'll be taken down behind the line. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Back to throw, Purdy. Open man, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. 3rd and 7 now. This defense for the Saints, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. One heck of a 3rd down conversion, 33 yards. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You're talking about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career. Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now Purdy. Over the middle, complete. It's Jennings.
Purdy's pass completed to Jawan Jennings. A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Purdy will set up to throw it here. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
53-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Breaks through the contact. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. So here come the Saints now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Louisville.
And a very promising debut in week one. Let's face it, rookie quarterback, anytime you can go out in week one that way and get a victory, you take that as a giant positive as a team and as a player. Now, he'll work on improving his own individual play while continuing to help his team win.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. The Saints at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 5. Back to the ground, this time with Tomlinson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. You look at this Niner defense. They played well against the pass. Currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Shuck now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Play action. Shuck. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams would be happy with okay. And early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things. That's what people are looking for.
Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Off the fake, now Shuck's going to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. but instead that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. From the 2-yard line yet again. Let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Here's Shuck. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. Here we go with Camaro. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. Camaro on 4th and goal, unable to get in. And his 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. Near his goal line, here's Purdy. And it's complete right side to the tight end Farrell. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, San Francisco.
Purdy now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Valdez-Scantling in motion right. Purdy looking to throw. Going for the deep ball. That's caught at the 25. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. A big play there for the 9. Niners, 52 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting it. And now Kellen Moore not thrilled with that last call. And out comes a red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one. As that now will wind up an incomplete pass. Now a 2nd and 10. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. That's now 4 tackles for loss if you add the 3 he had last week to the 1 here in the first quarter.
And some of it comes from vision. And when you're playing defensive end, especially with those teams that want to take their D-ends and move them out a little bit wider so they can see into the offensive backfield, they can see things develop, able to make plays, then they use their athletic ability to take over and spill them.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And that'll bring on 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 43. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Kamara up the middle. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. You look at this Niner defense. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a big point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Eluding the pressure right. There's Chris Olave. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Again, this is Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Second and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fielded just inside the 20. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 23-yard line.
To throw is Shuck. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
From the gun on third down, here's Shuck. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Niners will go on offense, first and 10. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're on top here as they come up on a first and 10, trying to make amends for that loss week at the hands of Seattle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing here, Purdy. Throw over the middle, pulled in here by Farrell. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's DeMario Davis navigating his way into the backfield for a tackle for loss. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Purdy from the gun on third down. Dancing to his left. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. He hit his first, now this from 43. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Looking to put a drive together.
27-yard line.
And he'll start with a give to Kamara. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Second and 11 at the 26-yard line.
From the gun, Shuck. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks.
To Brandon Cooks. A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
This offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw now, Shuck. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
A gain of 14. First down, San Francisco.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Robinson up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Purdy from the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he had a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Purdy. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's Purdy. Connection made on the out route to Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Back to throw, Purdy. And it is caught. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
First and goal, San Francisco.
Purdy will look to throw again here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Saints nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. But not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Room past the 35. Across midfield. Alvin Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. Oh, good return up past the 30. The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So halftime.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. It's our second week in studio, second week of the NFL season. Lots to get to, so let's get after it. Our tour around the NFL starts now at legendary Lambeau Field. It's the Packers at home to take on the Commanders. And it's Romeo Doubs. A deep shot downfield, and he's right there to look it in, and they're not gonna get him. The Packers even up their record at 1-1 as they get the win here. Next up, we go to the Steel City. We'll check in on the Steelers as they play host to the Seattle Seahawks. And this is Jaylen Warren. He's going to deliver in the red zone to the end zone, 12-yard touchdown run. The Steelers trying to bounce back from a weak.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Saints offense and the veteran Alvin Kamara getting set for this next possession. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and made him a real weapon in the passing game. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
Third down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5.
The Saints, 25-yard line.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Pass caught by Pearsall. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 15. First down, 49ers.
Handoff now to Robinson. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
Brian Robinson Jr., his first touchdown of the new season. They go with McCaffrey, and the 49ers are able to widen their advantage. You know, we've discussed this before. We've seen it at practices, extra periods being put in for the offense on these 2-point tries. But the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for 2 and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let them get the advantage. So, yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in that extra time on 2-point plays as well.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, an interception's result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
There you go, partner. That's some old-school football right there. You need 1 yard? Give it to your bruiser at fullback and let him get the job done.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Off the play fake, Shuck. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Throwing, Shuck. To the sideline and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And his kick is good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
But not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there. Now Purdy. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're talking about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
At the 44-yard line.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Purdy now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
For the 2-point conversion.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
Saints 10.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now Shuck. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just 1 more away from getting on the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shuck now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Powers through him. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Purdy looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. They call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
The tight end in motion right. On the give, here's Robinson. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Purdy. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
58 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps, because they're doing exactly what you just described.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Niners take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Saints 10.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
At their own 28-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35.
To throw is Shuck. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
3 yards. That's good for a Saints.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
No gain on the play.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Throwing here, Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
First down at the 6-yard line.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. They showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Again, McCaffrey pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Purdy on the sneak. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. Looking to throw. Purdy. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown. Off the fake, now Shuck's going to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's Shuck. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And into the end zone, a pick 6. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Steps away to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw now, Shuck. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Saints on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Saints, 1st down.
To the air again is Shuck. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
They'll look to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bryant. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Shuck again. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here. But it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche. Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit, because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them. Not one they'll want to remember. At least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave the stadium.
And the 49er hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. Now a 2nd and 2. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Try to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one all the way back. So definitely good for the individual stats. Maybe not for our storyline, but he's in for the late score. It's been a back-and-forth game. A lot of points points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Showing off that speed and electric boost that he has. 95 yards that kick return goes down for. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an outside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers.
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
And the 49er first down.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the